Hey, you ran out of breath?
Listen,
Man, I thought she was working on.
It's been a time. We are back. We are back. Hey, y'all, welcome back. We are back. We have promised them that we will be consistently here every Thursday.
We did. And we consistently didn't do it.
We consistently did not do it. We owe y'all so much. We love y'all so much. Thank you for bearing with us. Welcome back to Friends Who Smash Podcast.
Welcome
you know
back,
what we are,
baby.
Live in Spizzy Studio. Shout out to Vic and Tinsley for always opening their doors for us, creating a space for us, a dream incubator, as Angel will say. This is such a
look at you.
It's such a divine moment for us to be here.
You're just throwing all the vocabulary words out there.
I've been learning some shit, nigga.
Since you've been on reality TV, huh?
Yeah, because I had to read bitches. So let's just.
Oh, look, I want to send a special shout out. So y'all, listen, we gonna definitely be more consistent with it because
absolutely,
we have someone who is dear to us that has entered the team.
Yes, we have a team now, y'all,
helping us with the production. Shout out to our friend, our longtime friend, who's probably a better friend to probably
he started
out
one of my friends,
but now he's
Black's
my friend. Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
He still loves me. I still love him. Shout out to KTG Works, Keon Green.
Yes.
A lot of y'all know who he is. Y'all know that Keon has been in my life for quite some time now. Keon has been in my life for all the pivotal moments, for both births of my children, our wedding, my baby showers. He's been there. My family photos with Gabby. When I was with Gabby's dad, he did family photos for my family, my brothers and sisters. So Keon is family. He's not a friend. So shout out to Keon. Shout out to us for finally getting a team.
Yeah.
So we here. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Listen, production is over.
Yes.
Oh my God, y'all. We've wrapped up with the filming. We're not going to talk too much about Love and Mercy.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just back. We're back.
Yes.
And so we're here.
Yes.
And today, y'all have been asking us for an episode that was totally different from any episode that we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to actually be here to have the guest that we have on today, because I feel like this is an episode that a lot of women will need. A lot of women and men may, benefit from this conversation. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. It's going to be healing for some people out there that may need to have some information on friendship. So today, bitch.
Hey, fellas, pray for me,
Head
fellas.
on over to YouTube right now so y'all can see this. Broadcast. Please head over to our YouTube page. If you're listening on any streaming platforms, head over to YouTube so that you can actually watch it, because
and whatever you're listening on or you're viewing on, please like and subscribe now. Push that like button, subscribe, and share.
You know we need y'all support. We love y'all so much. But anyway, bitch, we are here. Hey. We are here with Catrice, a.k.a. the Funny Momma.
Hi.
Yes, and we're here with Celeste. Y'all, okay. So before I introduce Celeste, I'm going to tell you this on air, because I did not tell you this before because I wanted to save it for this. Mm-hmm. I have been following you for years.
Are you serious?
Yes, and the reason I've been following you for years is because nails are my love language.
Oh my God.
And so I loved the way you, most of your clients, not most of them, but I know a lot of your clients, they were friends of mine and things like that. And I used to be like, one day I'm going to book her. One day. She's a celebrity nail stylist. I know I have to get her. That will be the epitome of my nail career. And I'm like, one day I'll book her. One day I'll meet her. I have to. And my husband knows that I'll get my nails done before I do anything.
Yes.
Because nails are my love language. So we're excited to introduce Katryce and Celeste here, because they are friends.
Yes.
They are good girlfriends. And so today we're going to dive into friendships and, some dating stuff. But the main thing today is friendships. So how you feeling about that? You here with all women today. This is the first time.
Fellas, pray for me.
Busting your cherry.
Stop
you don't have a cherry.
Yeah, don't say that. So that's not what it is.
Not busting.
I don't even know about none of that.
Don't even ease on into it. Shit.
You ain't doing none of
Went
that.
right for it.
Yeah, we good.
Okay,
we good.
all right. So he here. He can
Yeah,
hold
I'm
it
here.
down.
I'm
so
gonna
you
hold it
can
down for all the
down.
fellas. I got you, dog. Hey, I got you. I got you.
So everybody, all of our listeners know how important friendship is to me and how much I value friendship and stuff like that. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about friendships, not a little bit, but about friendships today. So we'll start out with, let's talk about, Catrice, what is it that you do? And then Celeste will go to you, and then we'll talk about how y'all became friends, where y'all met, and all that other stuff, if you remember.
Okay. I'm a full-time I'm a full-time content creator. I'm also a little drunk. I'm a chef. I am a builder, a crafter. I'm a mom of 2 boys. And I used to be an event director. And then with the pandemic, I couldn't. And that's when I wrote my cookbook. And then it kind of just threw me into content creating. And now that's what I do full-time.
Wow.
Let me just tell you, before I actually met Catrice in person, I followed her and I knew her through Nick. Mm-hmm. And I knew her through Nick because Nick, I think, sponsored Zen in a Jar things for the mom for the fat posh. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God.
The prom for moms, November 11th, 2023.
Yes, when is it?
November 11th, 2023.
Actually, right now, if you're listening, go ahead and follow her right now so you'll stay up to date.
Yes,
you can find out about her cookbooks and stuff like that. But that's how I found out about you. And then I actually met you at one of Ash's parties, and I was like, oh my God, this is probably how people feel when they see me. They want to say something, but they don't know how to do it. So how the fuck do I do this? I've never been in this position before. And then I went up to her and I'm like,
and you start twerking.
No, I did.
She did.
I did.
I know. She started twerking on me, and I was like, okay, here we go.
That is her introduction.
Very nice to meet you too.
I said, I'm going to do it the way I do it.
That's her introduction into every room.
I said, hi, you know my best friend Nick. What's up,
Clap
friend?
down, clap down, clap down. I was like,
And she's like, oh, okay.
and it's in history ever since.
And so that's how we met. And so I was just very excited to meet you in person. And you were the same that you are, funny as hell online, that you were the same in person that you were online. So that was a breath of fresh air, because a lot of people, here's the thing. We are normal fucking human beings, and people expect us to be you. I know they expect you to be funny all the time, and some days you just don't fucking feel like it. You're having a bad day, you don't want to deal with it, and so that day, I guess we were all probably drunk too, so it was easy to just be
twerking and drinking. I'm telling you,
Exactly.
that you should make a shirt. Twerking
That's the
and
next one.
drinking.
It's going to drop on Monday.
I feel it. Twerking and drinking.
And Celeste, what do you do, Celeste?
I am also a full-time content creator and a celebrity nail tech and also an interior designer.
I'm curious, how did you become a celebrity nail tech?
Ooh, honestly, when I moved here, so I moved here from Japan. I'm from Japan.
You said you from Japan.
Yes, I'm from Okinawa, Japan.
Oh, so you were born
right.
there, but you were born there too, I'm assuming. Interracial.
I was raised there, yeah. Till I was in the 11th grade.
But your mother and your father...
They're both black.
Oh, okay.
Everyone thinks I'm mixed, but I'm definitely...
But your father's in the military.
He's in the military.
Wow,
So I was raised all like elementary, middle school, and most of high school in Japan.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I moved
That's a fun
here-
fact.
It is a fun fact. When I moved from Japan, I moved to Georgia, and then from Georgia, I moved here. So when I moved here, I knew absolutely not one soul. So I had to start off with social media and just kind of get my name out there. And I was just doing friends' nails.
Right.
From doing that, people started to ask, who did your nails? Who did your nails? Who did your nails? And from there, when a celebrity would come in town, they would always tell them Celeste. So every time a celebrity comes to town, if they're looking for a nail tech, I'm the only person that they call. I'm at the top of the list.
I'm just curious though. So being a celebrity nail tech, I'm assuming that your rates is like triple, quadruple.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Very
right.
much
Well,
so.
baby.
That's why I said one day.
I'm
one
in a
day.
very nice lane. I work 3 days a week.
You work 3 days a week?
And people book her out
God
3
damn,
months in
they
advance.
nailed.
Yeah.
That
My
was a-
clients book 4 months in advance.
Yeah.
For real? So
open
you
my
booked
books,
up
they
4
book
months?
Yeah.
In less than 24 hours, I'm booked
Yeah.
for 4 months solid.
Are you serious?
And they pay for their deposits up front. So I'm paid from just that, and then from their services.
Can you draw?
Yeah, very, very well. Very, very
So
well.
you were doing that when you were young, I'm assuming.
Yes. I've been drawing since, God, I don't even,
Damn.
I can remember.
Oh, that's
and then
Yeah, that is
from
dope.
drawing, I got on a TV show.
Okay.
And then from the TV show, because I was drawing everything, I
Yeah.
can draw, you name it, I can draw it on some nails.
Damn.
That's
Like,
tight.
Yeah, like a tiny
Anyone.
little canvas. It's so cool.
I've drawn like Rihanna on some nails. I've drawn Nipsey Hussle on some nails. Like I will draw, and you know
Wow.
who it is when you see it.
Damn.
Wow.
Like,
See what I'm saying? This is why I was like, one day.
Yeah, we still
Because
working.
that's the epitome.
We still working.
When I get those nails on,
We still
baby,
working.
Nobody will be able to tell you
And no-
shit.
don't touch me. Don't you dare come over here and try to hug me.
Listen,
I don't want
during the
nobody hugging me.
pandemic, it was.
It was
I was
ridiculous.
crazy.
I started, so I didn't know what to do during the pandemic to make money after clients weren't able to come. So I
Yeah.
had to do something. So press-ons I did within a week. I had no clue of press-ons. I started a raffle, and I was selling nails for $500
What?
a set.
One set?
I was doing an hour raffle and selling 6 to 7 sets within a 1 hour raffle because I didn't know anything about live.
But you said
or
raffle,
anything.
which means
Yeah, I did a
okay.
raffle.
She would like do her own set and then just show it on live, and then people would bid on it, and they
Yep.
would like.
I would
bid.
create sets. I just whatever was in my head, I would create them, and I would put them online and say, if you guys want this, let's bid. And they started from like 50 to 100 to
It was so
200 to
fascinating to
300,
watch.
and it
That
was
is
$500
beautiful.
a
Yeah.
set. People were dishing out money, $500 a set for press-on nails.
That's-
during the
that's-
pandemic.
This is
That
free
is-
game. I hope y'all know this is free game. Y'all thought y'all was gonna hear about friendships. Y'all are hearing about business because these ladies do not play. That is
Listen.
wild.
Yeah, that's-
I had to figure out
beautiful.
something because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like they stopped all clientele from walking indoor. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And within a week, I had to figure out how to run a press-on business.
Yeah.
And
So-
how to make it work.
So both of you became, I'm assuming, then correct me if I'm wrong, content creators out of necessity.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
And had to figure out how to make it all work.
Well, I became a full-time content creator out of necessity because I had been doing it for a while, but it was like a fun hobby. And then when the pandemic hit, and I was like, shit, like, I'm broke.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're
I need to
furloughing
make
me?
money off of
Okay, I need to make some money. And then I got a manager, and then it,
That's
I had to
dope.
take it seriously, yeah.
That's really dope.
That's really
That's
dope.
really, really dope. I hope y'all are hearing this. Entrepreneurs,
Yes.
people who really like when you get to a place where you feel like you're in survival mode. If you are a creative genius, then you can actually make money. You just
Yeah.
use your mind. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
We
Use your
did my
mind.
cookbook in 2 weeks.
See what I'm
Me,
saying?
my sister, and my brother-in-law in 2 weeks. So I knew that I was going to be let go in a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we gotta. And I stayed at their house during the pandemic for 2 weeks, and we were so tired and we were so full because I had to do 62 recipes.
Oh my goodness.
And we were like, and I love food, but I was like, God,
Tired of eating.
Hey, look. Hey,
man,
look.
I don't want. Can I have a
I
piece
wanna-
of?
I wanna-
Can I have some kale?
Yeah.
God damn.
I say this though. The next cookbook.
Oh my God.
Call
Look at
us.
him.
Let us know. Let us know when you're doing the next cookbook.
Black
We
loves
will
to,
help.
y'all
we-
think y'all like this man
I do.
loves to eat like
I
telling you.
love the experience of food.
You
Like,
do.
it's
You
different
really
food.
love
Yeah.
it.
It's
That's
the
exactly
experience.
it.
That's what it is.
Take
He
you on
loves
a
it.
journey.
He loves it so much.
It's
He
just
loves
not
it
just
so much.
food. I just like the
Yeah,
experience.
there
of it.
you go.
You know, I'm fascinated by the way you two friend. I'm fascinated by how you all display your friendship on social media as well. Like you do it in a way where it's not just like you're doing it right now. Like you're not just being friends, but you're also being friends and also showing people how to do it with personal and professional. Like they do this thing, right? They go to different restaurants and try food, but they also are exploring like places in the DMV. So they're going and they're actually going there to actually work.
That's tight.
Yeah.
And
Different coffee shops in the DMV every Monday because
That's tight.
We are very creative, but business wise, that's
Listen.
not our strong point.
What you mean? What
We're
you mean?
creatives.
We're very like for me. I hired a bunch of people to do things for me business wise because I just knew I could not get it together.
Yeah.
Listen.
So it's like if I could just create
Yeah.
and then everybody do everything else.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like sometimes you have to know your strengths and weaknesses. And for me, while I could be pocketing a lot more of my money, I need it for my own peace of mind, because doing all of these things, and I think people think with content creation, it's just like, okay, let me take a picture and post it. And it's like,
a video.
no, you know, even with me doing like the Crest campaign I just did, I literally had to come up with a concept, get it approved. You have to film it, you have to edit it, you have to do voiceover, you have to get all of the script, send the script over, get all of that approved. Then you have to add in sound bites. They want you to use certain music. Then you're sending it back and forth. You got to adjust it if the lighting wasn't right. Like, I'm doing all of this shit. Editing. Never went to school for it. Never figured it, you know. And it's just me. That can take up, you know, a whole week of my time when you're doing a big enough campaign where you're like, oh, I want them to want to work with me again, you know. And I think it's honestly sometimes just exhausting, because you're putting so much of your creative in it. And when you are just a creative, it's like, damn, you are draining.
Yeah. I think that is
y'all are like, this is very familiar
identical.
for Black
and I think that it's very important for creators to, or people that know their thing. I think it's very important for them to hear that, right? Because I'll tell you what I struggle with. I struggle with the fact that the word hustler was, you know, glorified, right?
I hate that word.
Yeah, but it's so glorified. Like, you know, I got to hustle, I got to go out here and get it and blah, blah, blah. And when you think of that, you think of what you just said, doing all of these different things that you're not good at just to sell this one thing that you're great at.
Yeah.
And then you spend all of this time and energy when for real, if you just focused, if you just hustled on the thing that you're great at and find other people to hustle in those different areas that you lack, yo, you could just do so much more.
Exactly.
So I think that's a word.
It is. I think also I think that we're all creative geniuses in our own right at the table. And I think that when you are a creative genius, then entrepreneurship can be hard. It can be hard because you have a sweet spot for creating.
Yeah.
The back end shit is where you'll drop the ball. I know that's what Black and I have dropped the ball.
Oh, 1,000%.
I told somebody today, I was like, if someone just allowed me to create, I would make everyone a billionaire.
Yeah.
Just let me create. That's what I am for.
Yep.
It's all the background stuff. We got to deal with taxes. We got to deal with editing. We got to deal with making stuff. We wear every hat.
Yeah.
And you got to do full fucking face of makeup and hair every time you're doing content.
I feel you on
I
that.
know. Your contours bomb today, man. I was going to compliment you on that, okay?
It looks nice.
You got the jawbone all sculpted out.
I did that shit.
You know, even the glasses.
Yes.
Like, that's all a part of who you are.
Yeah, it matches my foundation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm killing it over here.
It's flawless.
Yes.
It's flawless.
Yes.
You know? Like, all of that matters.
It does.
And it's like we put so
does.
much into that.
Yes.
And people don't understand the value of it.
Yes.
Because it's 30 seconds.
I was about to say, they see 30 seconds
to a minute.
They see 30 seconds.
And I don't like the term hustler. I did in the beginning.
I did too.
But now I feel like it can, then I feel like if I have any downtime, my anxiety is like, bitch, you lazy. You be doing so much in this downtime.
Yeah.
Like, you sitting around watching TV, how dare you? How dare you take some time for yourself? You gotta be hustling, or you're not gonna be the next this or that. And it's like,
you don't even realize,
me.
we don't, honestly, and people, it was somebody that told me they hated when I said this, but you don't realize when you get into entrepreneurships, all the insecurities that you adapt.
Oh, yeah.
Like, now I'm lazy, bitch. How am I lazy? I've been working for 7 days straight. I'm really fucking tired.
Those come up too once you hit the point where you're like, oh, I'm actually good at this. And people are noticing.
Yeah.
Because before, when I was busting my ass and doing the Funny Momma, it wasn't making no money, nothing. I was like, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to say. I'm going to do whatever. I didn't care. I was putting shit out. Then it starts to make money. And now this is my only source of income. And now I'm like, okay, well, you can't say that. There's so many times I'll send messages to my friends. I'm like, can I get canceled for this? Is this okay for me to say? Is this me going too far? And sometimes I'm like, if I got to ask, I'm just not going to say it. It's just not worth me saying. So it is mentally exhausting. It really is.
Definitely.
How do you, and Catrice, this is for you. How do you juggle? Because I hate when people ask me, how do I balance? Because there's no balance in my
Ashley
life.
says that all the time.
There's
no
literally,
such thing as balance.
There is when somebody asks me, like on panels or when I go to speak, how do you balance everything? I'm like, I don't.
You don't.
I do.
How?
You do.
How do I? In my mind, if I had to say, okay, today I'm gonna balance, what that shit will send me back in the bed. Like, I'm afraid. So how do you juggle? You are a single mom of 2 boys, Ashton and CJ. CJ is in 12th grade.
No, he's in 10th grade.
10th grade.
16.
He's 16. Okay, he's in 10th grade. And then Ashton is 6. I'm close.
You close.
Ashton is 6. How do you juggle being a single mom of 2 boys and having to content create and also find time to like date?
Well, that was a loaded question. Well, first, to balance this sounds counterproductive, but it was the most freeing thing for me was putting myself first.
Yeah.
You know, when you become a mom, people are like, it's all about the kids, it's all about the kids, it's all about the kids. And it is. You got to keep them alive. You got to make sure they grow up to be kind people, good people. But I think that people don't understand that back in the day, people had tribes of women helping them do these things. It was never intended for us to do these things by ourselves.
It was a community.
So now that we are, and in that time, if a mom was struggling, the other moms in the tribes would come and help them, you know, and give them that time to get themselves together. So since obviously I have an amazing, incredible tribe, I'm so blessed for my circle, but they all got kids too. So it's like
And lives.
Things. So it's like, you know, so I made my own time.
Yeah.
You know, I do put myself first, and it started when I was married before I got a divorce. I would take off of work and not tell my then husband or tell my kids. I would get dressed like I was going to work, and I would drop my kids off at school, and I would be like, all right, I'm out. And I would go to the fucking spa.
You
or
would
I
play
would just
hooky
go,
on everybody.
Because, you know, because then if you tell no shade, but if you tell your husband, they're like, oh, what
Football.
and it's like, you know,
Y'all done gave her.
I just want to be by myself.
Yes.
You know, like having that time. And I think I felt so guilty about it. And it has made me a better mom, you know, just taking that time for me. And it feels selfish, but it's like, no, I give all my fucking energy to my kids, from practices to therapies to, you know, taking them to school, picking them up from aftercare, doing homework, cooking for them, cleaning after those dirty motherfuckers, doing all this shit. And it's like, well, where is the time for me? Because then I'm working, and it's like, no. And it's the same thing with work. Like when I say, when you feel like you're being lazy, if you're not working, it's like, no, but I have to pour into myself. And especially because one day my kid's not going to be in the house. So you wrap yourself around your kids, and they become your whole identity. And then what happens when they leave?
Then
you don't know who the fuck you are. And I had to get myself together and be like, you're not selfish. And I am single. So it's like, well, Mama needs a little.
Mama has to have a life too.
Mama gotta have a life too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, people. There are so many moms out here that have dreamed of being a mom for their whole lives, you know, as children. And when they get up, their kids are their whole lives. I'm not one of those moms. I talk about it a lot. I talk about how my kids aren't my whole life. I think that is a toxic thing to say when you have so many things to do. What happens when those kids leave? You throw your dreams, everything away because your kids are everything. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my kids so much. I love spending time with them. I love being around them. But I love me too. If I am not okay, them fucking girls are not going to be okay, because I'm going to be a fucking horror. And so I have to make sure that I'm okay. Yeah, you too. So I got to make sure that I'm okay. And so I like when you said that you make time for yourself. And I even like the fact that you play hooky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't disagree with that, because a lot of times, I'm going to say this, when you are in a relationship or you are married, both people may feel like they need a break. Right?
It's not me.
Well, both people feel like they need a break.
Both people need a break.
Yeah, they need a break. And so it's up to you to figure out when you're going to fucking take that break. And if you decide that you want to just say, I'm going to work, but I'm going to really go to King Spa and I'm going to go do the things that I need to do because I am tired.
But I don't know, but so I understand.
Do that shit to Black. He going to be so mad.
I will. Because
my ass are posted on Instagram like, I wrote this shit down.
And that would be some bullshit, Like that does not look like your office.
Not look like an
said that you were
office.
gonna be.
So I just think that it's very important though that in a relationship and in a marriage that you have this conversation, so that it doesn't have to be hooky. Like it can actually be planned. Like I know
I'm going.
she needs it.
I'm
Well,
going.
we got divorced, so.
Yeah, I feel you. But I'm just saying, this is, this is for everybody that's watching.
Yeah.
Like, you should have that conversation because we all
I'm
need
joking,
it.
but
I know you
that,
are. I know you are.
Because you know I got one coming up, and I told you
When?
well in advance. This week I got one. I'm going this week.
What?
Tuesday. I'm going. I'm out of here.
You out of here? Where you going?
I'm going to the
We'll
spa
be
on
right back
Tuesday.
after
I told
this
you.
brief commercial break.
Baby, don't do this. Seriously, we're talking
this
about it like
Tuesday?
baby, I'm telling you, if you about to do this, it's about to be a problem because I told you this already.
Is it like it's a family spa?
No, y'all are not.
Y'all
I gotta go with them. I gotta go with them on Tuesday to do some work
we
stuff.
gotta-
We gotta do some work stuff.
We decided not to do a regular Monday day. We're gonna do it Tuesday.
So yeah, I think that it's very important that you can communicate when you need time because I do it with Black all the time. Like, yo, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
You know, and also when you can function highly in depression, that's a scary thing. Because I feel myself when I'm all the way at the top, I'm like, okay, I've been doing this for weeks now. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it like in my shoulders. I'm so heavy up in here. I can feel it in my neck, the tension. I can just feel it in my gut. My gut doesn't feel right. I am not okay, and I'm not thinking clearly. And so I need some time away from the kids. I love you very much, but I need time from you. I need to know I need to check in with myself. I haven't checked in with myself in weeks. I don't know what's going on with me. I've been moving on autopilot, and this shit is real fuzzy. It's getting real cloudy. It's a lot of fog
Because it seems
going
like that
on.
sometimes. It's like
And you
every
just feel
single
like a
day is the
robot.
same.
Like you're
Yeah.
just going to go do the same thing.
And so somebody say, how are you? I'm okay. And when I feel myself saying, oh, I'm navigating, it's like, hold on, bitch.
Yeah.
Navigating where? Where are you going? You know what I'm saying? How are you doing it? So, I mean, I think that's very important. Celeste, same question. How do you juggle all the things that you're doing and find time, for yourself to do things that make you feel good personally? Like, are you dating?
I am dating. I am dating. Funny thing, I just had the same conversation with my therapist.
For real?
Yeah, she asked me the same thing. She was like, how do you do all of this and still make time for yourself? Like, where is self in all of this? Because I wear all the hats.
Yeah.
I mean, I have assistants, but I wear all the hats. And I didn't have the greatest answer for her because even when I go out to do our restaurant things and everything, it's still work.
Yeah.
Even when we're going out and we're just going for dinner, it's still work. And I don't know if that's because of the creative in us that you're always on.
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn the creative off.
And not reach for your phone and be
And
like,
not
let me take a
reach.
picture. Hold on, let me get the shot. Yeah.
It's more of a restraint that I have to do within myself. Like, don't do it. Don't record.
Yeah.
Don't post this for content.
Just be in this moment.
Just be present.
Yeah.
Like, I literally have to tell myself, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
For this to just be a moment and not be for content.
Yeah.
Or not be to make money or to not be to advance my career. Like, everything, because when you wear all the hats, you don't know which hat to take off.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
I have a slew of questions though, but why do you wear all the hats?
She's a Virgo.
Because I'm a Virgo.
So what is that? That's like you control
not a
freak in a
sense
sense. I don't know. Yeah.
In a sense. So as creatives, we all know that when your hand touches it, it's golden.
Yeah.
When someone else touches it, it's like,
it's
A little
bronze.
tainted.
It's bronze.
A little tainted.
It'll do.
Yeah. It's blemishes. It's really blemishy.
I'll take it, But if I were to do it, it would be this.
So do you think that in order to have the quality of life that you're looking for or that you desire, that you will eventually have to, be able to let some of that go?
Yes. And how I feel I will let that go is when God sends the right one to take that off of me.
I was just going to ask that. I was going to ask both of you that. So when you're out on a date How does that look? What does that look like?
I've never really dated before.
For real?
No.
What you mean?
So, and my friends they make fun of me because it's like, oh, well, I guess it'll be like, I'm not dating. And it's like, oh, she got a boyfriend.
For real?
But it's because I don't have I can be so awkward if there's no connection. So I can talk to some guys and it's like, I don't see any potential of you ever being my boyfriend. Why do I need to go on a date with you? I'm going to be weird there. I don't want to talk to you. No. I was just going to. So it's like, nope. And then I'll talk to somebody else and be like, nope, this is pointless. And then if it's somebody like, oh, well, okay. Because now I've decided you're going to be my boyfriend.
Okay.
Damn.
That's done.
Yeah, like,
It's done.
I'm like, you're going to be, and I'll call them and be like, I'm gonna have a new boyfriend soon. I already know. Like, I already know I'm about to have a boyfriend. And then they become.
But in that process, do y'all date though? Like,
Yeah, we date first. It's not like, all right, you gonna be my
I
mother.
mean,
It's not by force. It's not by
It's
force.
not like that.
But
It's
you
just
said-
like,
okay.
It's just I can feel like, wow, this is a really great connection.
Yeah.
It's more like I can see the potential of like you being my boyfriend.
Have you ever felt like you seen it and then you said, okay, this is gonna happen, and then he was like, nah, I'm good?
No, there was a time where there was one guy who I dated, and this was when my friends was like, you need to have a hoe phase. They actually have been saying this to me for my whole life. And I was like, I have to have a connection. Like, I have a lot of insecurities too. So just the thought of like getting naked in front of somebody, I'm like, no, we need to be like really, because if not, I'm not going to unleash the dragon on you like I should, you know? We got to really be connected for me to really give you all of this stuff. So I'm like, damn, I can't just be, it would be awful. Like, the word on the street, they'd be like, not that bitch, she's the worst. So I feel like there was this one guy that was supposed to be the start of my hoe phase. And no, we started talking. When we first started talking, he was like, he's not interested in a relationship. I was like, I'm not either. Mm-hmm. And then
Y'all turned into a relationship.
No, it just was like, I felt like we were starting to turn into a relationship. And I was like, bitch, you told me in the beginning you wasn't interested in a relationship. So you was just trying to fuck. Mm-hmm. Now you like me. I don't know who else you was fucking. Mm-hmm. You know, my mind.
Yeah,
like,
but why does that matter though? This is the type of shit I like to.
Because for me, it's like, where is your mind at? Mm-hmm. So I knew where your mind was when we were talking, because I was like, oh, he's just a nigga to, let me start this off. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, now I'm looking at you like you just a grimy nigga, you know? Like,
but what's grimy about him saying, look, I ain't
Catrice.
trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I want to know
it was his aura. Like, I see colors around people. I get vibes around people. And with him, I knew he wasn't shit.
Okay.
Oh,
From
so he
the
was a fuck
beginning,
boy.
he literally was a fuck boy.
I knew you was gonna use that word.
I know the fuck boy.
You
Yeah, he
love
was a
that
fuck
word.
boy. But in my mind, I'm like, well, this is a perfect person to have a hoe phase, or to kick off my hoe phase, because, I'm not gonna get no feelings for him.
Yeah.
So then when he started getting feelings for me, I'm like, let me stop myself before I do. And then now we both looking dumb.
Okay.
Like, no. So
I got you.
so that was probably the only guy who I like.
So you only
dated.
had one nigga in your hoe phase.
We didn't even fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh damn, you ain't even fuck the fuck boy.
She wasn't even a hoe.
You ain't even. You didn't fuck the fuck boy. You didn't even let him do his job. You didn't let him do his job. This is what he was born for.
He was born a fuck boy.
I know, literally.
Exactly.
No, I didn't.
Dang.
Well,
I
Can't
feel you.
believe you've never had a hoe phase.
Everybody says it. They're like, you need to have a hoe phase. And I was going to after I got divorced, and then I started dating my now ex-boyfriend, and I was like, I'm gonna start it. And everybody like, okay, we heard this shit before.
Do y'all believe everybody should have a hoe phase?
I do. I do. Let me tell you something. You know why I believe that?
Why you believe?
This is why I believe that. Speaking as a fellow hoe phase,
Just say hoe. As a fellow, as a past hoe. Yeah.
past hoe. I was out there in the streets.
And
so
I made you a housewife.
you definitely
Look at
did.
that.
You made a.
Look at that.
I'm not no fucking housewife. Now I will say I'm a hoe. You can call me a hoe.
Watch your mouth.
But I ain't no fucking housewife.
it all starts there.
Funny is
Call me no wife.
That's another T-shirt.
I will be a hoe.
I'm a hoe, but I ain't nobody's housewife.
That's a T-shirt.
That is a
I
T-shirt.
am not a housewife.
Claim
Okay.
You turn me into a wife,
Okay,
not a
I
housewife.
turned you into a wife.
You already
Okay.
know I don't like that fucking word.
All right, okay.
Got me worked up. So no, the reason why I think people, and I know they're gonna fry me for this. I don't give a fuck. But the way I went through men in the past, yes.
Jesus.
We've had this conversation, so don't feel uncomfortable for me. I just want to say don't feel uncomfortable for me.
He knows it already.
I wasn't
The
ready.
way that I went through men, it allowed me, honestly, it was crazy. It allowed me to love Black the way that I love him now. And it showed me my worth. Like when I was doing that, to be honest, I would just be like, oh, he looked like he got this type of dick or whatever. And I would just do it, right? And I would just do it. And so it meant nothing. So when Black and I got together, Black told me that he didn't want to have sex with me, right? We waited when we first started dating for 4 months. I couldn't wait any longer. I actually ended up having sex with him. He was just like, whoa, what is
Actually had sex with you.
Yes.
with him.
And so we got together, right? We got into a relationship. We moved in with one another. And then Black went out for tour, whatever. He was like, when I come back home, I want us to, not have sex because, I really want to, I'm digging the way we're just having conversations, whatever. So when he came back home, we practiced abstinence, living together for like 10 months.
9
months.
That's beautiful.
So the day that he surprised me with the wedding and all of that night, so during that time, I would have nightmares of like men dying, right? In my sleep while we were practicing abstinence, I would have nightmares of men dying. And so it was literally the soul ties leaving my body. And cleansing.
Yeah.
It was a spiritual thing. People don't get this if they're not really spiritual, but it was a spiritual thing. The soul ties were leaving my body, and it would happen all the time, and I would wake up like screaming, and then when I would look at him, I'd be like, please have sex with me, like begging him to have sex, and he would be like, let's just pray. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just pray. And so during that time when I was doing those things, I felt like I was just doing it just to do it, right? But it also helped me to see my worth and to also to respect men more, right? To really respect them, and to communicate the way I communicate with my husband. I don't think that if I wasn't who I was back then, I would be married to my husband. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. And I'm not saying that everybody has to do that to have a successful marriage or even a successful relationship. I'm just saying for me in particular, if I didn't have that whole phase and just say I only had sex with 2 men, I don't think that I would appreciate him the way that I appreciate him now if I didn't have sex with, or if I wasn't a hoe. Let's just not talk about numbers. But if I didn't, if I wasn't a hoe.
Basically, what you saying, if you haven't had all of them dudes, all of them joints or whatever, you wouldn't have realized how good this joint is.
Boom!
I feel you. Okay, handle your business.
All right.
She never had to doubt it. She never had to doubt it.
Exactly. All right, so this has been so good. But I did want to talk about this real quick because we haven't really talked about friendship, and that's cool. It went another direction.
Yeah, it's
always
dope.
does.
It's dope.
I'm sure that it is helping people already. But I did want to talk about you all's friendship. How long have y'all been friends? Do y'all even know?
We don't really know, and we don't have like a meet cute. I don't know if that's what they call for like friends, but
like when y'all first met type
yeah,
joint?
it's like a funny story, or like we met in high school and some.
Did y'all go to high school together?
No, it was really. So I used to do sculpted cakes, and this is the first time I remember meeting her. And her friend ordered a cake for me, and the girl was supposed to come pick it up, and she said, can I come a little bit later because Celeste wants to come? And I was like, who is Celeste? Okay, that's fine. And when I met her, she was like, oh my God, I love your cakes. I just wanted to meet you. And I was like, oh my God, and this was on Facebook. This was before Instagram, any kind of influencers weren't even a thing. This was just me doing cakes on my house. And then somehow, I don't even remember how we exchanged phone numbers.
Each other. I don't know how we
yeah, and then it was like, literally one thing led to another, and we for at least over 10 years we've been friends.
Wow.
And I feel like me, even with all of my friends, because someone asked me like, how do you balance all of your friends? Do you give your all to all of your friends? And I give to I love all of my friends equally, but I give myself to whoever needs me at that time. Because I can't give like, I'm being there for every single person answering the phone. So some of my friends, one of my best friends, Brittany, I talk to her once or twice a week. Or sometimes we'll skip a week. There's sometimes with Celeste where we don't talk for 2-3 weeks. We're talking on Instagram or whatever, but then we see each other and it's like, okay, here we go.
Nothing ever stops.
Nothing, and if my friends need me, if they're going through something, then it's like, okay, I'll focus my attention and give you whatever I have that I can give you at that time. But for us, it really has been, out of all of my friendships, it's the most easygoing friendship. We literally just laugh the entire time.
Have y'all ever had like a major falling out?
No.
Never even had an argument.
Not even. I mean, she did call me a raggedy bitch the other day, and I'm like, but that was it. Other than that, no. Really nothing. Really, honest to God, really.
Do you all believe? So for me, I know that there's. I know that there's. I categorize like my friends because everybody isn't a best. And everybody isn't a close, and everybody isn't a good friend. Like it's my good girlfriend. Not like good. I'm saying like this my good girlfriend. How do you all do tiers of friendships, or do you? Okay, Celeste, tell me how you do it.
For starters, I'm very cautious when it comes to claiming anyone as anything.
Even boyfriends.
It's
kids.
anything. Well, I don't have any kids.
Okay.
I would claim mine if I had them.
well, you're speaking more than me.
Right.
Because I don't want to claim them, but they look like me.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell Roy.
But when it comes to voluntary like relationships, it takes a lot for me to claim someone as a friend, even an associate. It takes a lot for me to claim you because then it's connecting me to you.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. And when that's a powerful thing. To be connected to someone. You know what I'm saying. Like I don't want anyone out here saying they know me. I just don't. I don't because. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like that says a lot to me. So when I think of friendships or even associates, I look down the line. Who are you connected to? In all directions. For me, who are you connected to? Because who you're connected to is going to be definitely a mirror of myself.
Wow.
She mirrors me in so many ways. Like, so many ways we show up even in the same outfits. Like we mirror each other to the T.
But not on purpose.
And not on purpose.
And we'll
it's
be like,
not
bitch,
planned.
what the fuck?
Same jacket, same shoes, same jewelry, same color.
Hold on. Talking about the whole outfit.
We will show up.
One time it was literally the exact
To the
same
T.
outfit. And I was like, bitch.
Yeah, and we did not discuss anything. Like, we now have to discuss, what are you wearing?
That's a good connect.
Because we will show up in the same outfit. The last time we showed up, we was same color, same bracelet, different. I had silver, she had silver, I had gold.
That's a deep
Didn't
connection.
discuss anything. You know, like when you're connected to someone, it's more than just, I just know them. I'm literally connected to you. So who I consider connection, like that's important. You know?
But she's also very protective of her friends and their other connections. She is she's a very observant person. So she's very quiet. But if ever anytime I have a new friend, she'll meet them and she'll be like, Sometimes she's like, oh, I really like her. Most of the time she's like, you need to be careful. I'm not really liking that. I'm not really, because a lot of times she's right.
I see her color. I see her aura.
Because I look out for my friends. I don't want you to have heartache. And if I see it down the line, I'm going to protect you from it. You know, and everybody's intent ain't good.
Because I'm going to tell you something. Friendship heartbreak is worse than a relationship with a man. It's like he'll tell you, I still deal with friendship trauma or friendship PTSD. And that's also, which is why the show was very hard for me. You know, the show was very hard for me because I'm like, I'm gonna just say, I wouldn't fuck with none of y'all bitches if it wasn't for this bag. Like, I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're not even the type of person I would even say, I'm going to say it. I don't care. I don't care.
But Ashley and Alicia, yeah.
No, not them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna be
what-
like, wait a
that's what
second, you're putting me in quite the pickle right now.
That's what I was saying.
Those are my babies.
I was going to say you would fuck with any of the new people that you met. Yes.
Ash isn't considered. Is not
Somebody
even
from the
considered.
show. Yeah,
it's from
that's-
somebody from the show.
Oh,
because
that's
I've
good.
known
Ash
her.
is not somebody from the show.
Because I've known
Alicia.
her for almost 15 years.
Okay.
And just like you said with Celeste, you may talk to her once every 2 or 3 weeks. The same thing with me and Ash. Me and Ash probably won't talk for a year or two.
But you have an understanding of your friendship.
It's an understanding, and we know what it is,
Yeah.
right? And so that's something that, like, even now, I mean, I will protect her from, like, you know, from whatever. That's just how I am. I'll support her. I'll be there for her. Black knows. I've even, you know, before I even got on the show, I would call her like, yo, I know how you are. You good? You sure you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you need? How you need me to show up for you? I know this is hard. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things. So it's just, friendship for me, like, I have 2 best friends, and I don't play about them.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I don't play about them. And they like, are you sure you good with all this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you good with all this? What's going on? And so just like Celeste is with you, Catrice, it's a protective thing. And it's also like, I like to hold my friend's heart very tender, like in my hand, like I can't drop this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Dope.
this would be such a drastic and traumatic thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to deal with any more friendship breakups. Those
Listen,
hurt.
They hurt.
They do
so
hurt.
So
deeply.
bad.
Because they're your person.
They are your
It's deeper
person.
than
It's
your
a
friend.
soul tie
Yeah,
with
it's
this
you're my
lady.
person.
Because you're vulnerable in a
Yes.
way
Yeah.
with your friends that you don't realize until they're not there
Until they're
anymore.
not there. And
That
you are
it's
And it
like
breaks you.
devastated.
you don't have to think about it. You're telling them like all of your like intimate details, and not only like details about your life, but details about how you feel about your
yes, about
they know,
yourself too.
They know, you know, what makes you tick, what makes
Yes.
you. So it's another.
It's
level.
devastating.
Yeah.
It's devastating, and I don't want to do it. Listen, we are running out of time. I can't
we
believe
are.
we ran out of time
This has been
so
dope, though.
fast.
We need to bring them back.
We have to bring them back for a part 2 because we're not done. So we got to bring Celeste and Catrice back for a part 2. But before we leave, Celeste, tell people what you got going on, how they can follow you. I know you don't want people to know you, but they need to know you're a professional.
Don't try to be her friend. She's not gonna be your friend.
Y'all contact her for professional stuff. Don't be trying to be her damn
Exactly.
friend. She's not going to the coffee shop with y'all.
I am not.
Go ahead, Celeste.
I am not. That is a me and Catrice. We even talked about that. But what did you ask me, girl? That was
How
a
can
lot.
people get in touch with you and what you got going on?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Celestial Nails. And I have everything going on. I'm an influencer. You can find me at every nice restaurant and hotel that you possibly can think of. I am there. Go ahead, Catrice.
And what about your interior design?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
See, that's the
Thank you.
friend. That's the
See what I'm
friend stuff
saying?
right there.
See?
Girl, what are you missing something,
And my
girl?
interior design business, we are a luxurious design business. My design business is 7 Lux Essentials. So please follow me there as well.
Dope.
Yes.
Okay. You can follow me at the Funny Momma, MOMMA, on TikTok and on Instagram. And you can go to my website to get my cookbook. It's bomb. I've already sold 10,000 copies.
Okay, talk your shit, George.
Yeah, and soon YouTube, the Funny Momma on YouTube.
Hey.
So it's gonna be like a whole cooking series
That's
and just
dope.
vlogging. And you
Yeah.
know, I give my youngest son has autism, so I give tips on that. And I have a teenager who he doesn't have autism, but I give tips on trying to
Navigate
make it
that.
through the day with that one. Mostly just wine, but yeah, it's a lot of me just complaining about my kids. And,
That's dope.
you know, just trying to share my life.
I appreciate y'all so much. I
Yes,
thank you
thank
so
you for
much. This has
coming.
been so great. I appreciate your time. You know, time is a very important thing to Black and I. So you all driving here, spending time with us, and just sharing your stories and giving free information on
Yeah.
how to make money.
Because we know
and to
y'all
create
information
businesses.
is expensive.
Yes.
We got to book 4 months in advance.
$500.
That
For
part.
nails.
Look, I need to talk.
No, you don't need to talk to me. You need to
Well, we got her here.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a coach.
You don't
Talk
need
to me.
to
Talk to me.
You
Talk to
talk to
me.
her.
I got you.
Celeste like, don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Hire me.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for Vic and Tenson, and again for opening your doors. We are live in Spizzy's studio once again. We are going to be consistent with delivering our content every Thursday, y'all. We will see y'all next Thursday. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you follow us.
Like and subscribe and share.
Yes, make sure you follow us, Friends Who Smash Podcast, on Instagram. And then you can go to our website to register for the ask.
Register for everything.
Register for everything. Everything is on friendswhosmash.com. We love y'all so much. We thank y'all so much. Make sure that you are being kind to yourself and being kind to others. I love you, baby.
I love you too, baby.
Peace.
I love you, baby.
I love you, girl.
Cause I love